Hi friends, happy Empowered Wednesday. I'm so happy. Today we are starting a brand new series on IG Live, and it's going to be all about how we bring more mindfulness and harmony and balance and flow into our business and our life. So this series is called A Mindful Entrepreneur Talks. And today I have an amazing guest. Her name is Shay Nammari. I'm sure a lot of you know already about Shay. She's a very accomplished designer and an amazing founder and a dear friend. And I will just welcome her in. She's trying to join. Thank you to all of you who are joining us today with our kickoff launch of this amazing new series, because really it's hi Shay. I'm so happy. Pardon?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I
Oh,
can. This is beautiful.
I'm
Yay!
so
Thank you.
excited.
And
Thank you for inviting me.
you're welcome. And I was just saying, right? Like it's so I wanted this to be super special because I know since we started our business, I'm finding it's so important to bring those mindfulness practices. And sometimes it might not be the mindfulness practice in a sense people right away think it's yoga, it's self-care, is meditation, but bringing in practices, and it could be business even strategies that help us create more ease and flow in our life and our business. And I was thinking, who would be the right person to kick off this amazing new series to really help everyone, especially business owners and entrepreneurs and business professionals, bring more flow and ease into their business. So, after I had this idea, the first person popped into my head was Shay, because we really connected on that deep level. I don't even know where we met a while ago, and now we're such great friends. And really, because you bring so much joy and fun and ability to know when you need to kind of slow down and be more mindful. So we really connected around and around that topic. So I wanted to have you today to kick it off with me and ask you to share a little bit around your entrepreneurial journey, and we'll just have fun and ease with this series. So thank you for being here, Shay.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm the poster child for
Yes, you are. Just own it.
mindfulness. But I am very well aware of it, and as much as I'd like to practice it, I don't think I do all the time. But sometimes you are well aware of it enough that you just you need the time off to be mindful and connect with your spirituality, so that you can keep moving and functioning as a human being. Because I find it hard otherwise. You just have to take the time off to completely disconnect, regroup, recharge, and then keep pushing forward.
That's it. And that's what's all about. And I know when you're saying, oh my gosh, am I a perfect poster child? Yes, you are, because it's not about perfection, right? It's about knowing that sometimes we have to run. And that's what, to me, the balance is, that it's not about that perfect 50-50 at all times, but knowing when, your business or your life needs more of you, being prepared for that. Because I know, especially now, I mean, you are, so even for you to say yes to this, I know how incredibly busy you are. You are literally moving your business from one city, right, to another, and you're launching it. I believe it's next week. So I want to hear all about this, and just share some of those little things that people may not know what's happening behind the scenes.
Yeah, yeah. Because of the transition, I think my mindfulness practices have changed a little bit. Now I disconnect by just making sure I have my coffee alone and just like lighting up a candle and just
Yes.
praying every
Oh my
day.
God. Wait,
But
I
yeah,
have some. Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead. Go ahead.
I recently in January I decided that I needed to make a change in my business. And I've had that thought for a while now. It's just I think January 1st was the right time to do it. And I was able to find a space to transition into that is perfect for me. And I just did it. I went with it. My knees were shaking. I had butterflies in my stomach like crazy. I faced debilitating anxiety just signing that lease, to be honest. But it felt right. Something about it felt perfect, and the timing was right. So I did it. I signed a lease to move from Etobicoke to Port Credit in Mississauga, which is not that far. I think my new location is like 15 minutes away from my old one, but it feels like a brand new
I know.
start. And I'm so grateful and so happy because it's a whole different dynamic. This is a retail store as opposed to like having a studio space
Mhm.
in like a hidden area.
I know.
Um, so the opportunities in this area and on the street are going to be a massive blessing for hopefully for my brand and my business.
Yeah, it's a great location, and I know there's so many other like amazing businesses around the corner, and it will be a high traffic area. I know I'll be visiting you next week. I cannot wait to see. There is some cute little coffee shop, I think, right
Lots.
nearby. Lots.
Yeah.
Yeah. But see, this is when, sometimes people think it's like, oh my God, this is scary. It's like we are so, I think as humans, programmed to be scared of the unknown and right to leave that comfort zone. But every time we get out of the comfort zone, that's
Mhm.
where the growth happens. So I know since starting our business almost 5 years ago, my goodness, soon we'll have later this year, we'll have a five-year anniversary. But you know what? It's like I accepted to be comfortable with uncomfortable because I know whether it's going to succeed, so let's say some new idea, or fail, I know it comes with learning and it comes with insight. So for you, I know, because I remember when I first went to your studio, I think it was, yeah, whether it's a Tobico, Mississauga area, I was like, where is Shay? Like, do I have the wrong address, right? Because I found the brand and your business didn't completely align to where physically you were positioned, right? And we always talk about the amplifying your brand and how do you really show up, align with your business, but also, right, what is the mission of the business and the purpose and the values? So there was a little bit of disconnect. So you listen to your heart, and now you're in this beautiful occasion that I physically cannot wait to see next week. And through the process, because I know you were packing and moving and it was chaos. So besides lighting a candle and trying to, right, grab that nice coffee, what were some other things that you were able to do to bring a little bit more ease into the process?
Yeah, I had to kind of go back to maybe praying a little bit, and praying and always made me feel safe, and it just gave me a little bit of security. It gave me a little bit of assurance
Yeah.
to not talk or just communicate with the higher power,
Yeah.
whatever it is that you believe in
Yeah.
that higher
Yeah.
power,
The
universe, God,
divine
the
universe, God.
divine,
Yes.
the divine, yes. And that I found myself going back to because I've kind of like strayed away from it for a little bit. And then I remembered, like, I remember being really happy or just feel good when I prayed a little bit. So I
Mm-hmm.
started doing that again. But I used to also meditate a lot, and I haven't gone back to meditating fully yet,
Mm-hmm.
but I want to get back to it because also meditation helped me tremendously in the past, tremendously.
Yeah.
So once the chaos is over, I think I want to start to go back to all those practices that made me feel really good
Wow.
and helped me function.
Yeah. No, that is so good to hear. And what you don't know, because this is something new I'm doing, and you'll be excited to hear. So I remember there was a moment during pandemic where all the chaos was happening, and we lost our one of the biggest clients, and it was kind of hectic and stressful, and three kids were being homeschooled, right, because the schools were closed. So
Okay.
I ended up calling, and I don't know if you know this, but I actually ended up calling 911. I ended up in a hospital thinking I was having a heart attack, and it was a stress attack. And what I realized was, yeah, I was not consistent with my practices, which helped me bring that balance. And that was meditation was one of them. So I went back to it, and I got certified with Mind Valley on the 6 phase meditation training, and it's so powerful. And I'm actually going to be bringing it to everyone every month. I just put, so if people see on We Are Blue Water, there is a free invitation. It will be a meditation webinar slash workshop where we actually will do this. I would call it meditation visual, empowering visualization practice to help you feel empowered and inspired and raise your confidence. But there is a moment of forgiveness, because we need to be able to let go of things to make room for the new things. So this is something new I didn't even share with you.
I'm
So maybe that
excited.
will be your invitation to, right, to bring it back.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds fantastic. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you. I also want to say, I remember you taking a lot of walks by the water.
Yes,
You would show that on your stories a lot. So I thought maybe that's also what you practice to
I do.
find, to have mindfulness and to feel better and re-energized. I remember those clearly.
Yes, like every morning. Yes, it's part of my morning
Your ritual,
routine.
yeah.
Yes, we either, and we're very lucky. We live very close to the water, so it's either, I end up being near the water or near the beach or in the little park forest area where I Dave, my husband, always laughing with Bruno, right? Like he runs, he chases me. But this morning we actually came across these wild daffodils,
Oh,
and I took some home. So don't tell anybody. Everybody knows,
oh,
but they are, they just appeared from nowhere. So I'm, maybe thanking the bees and some insects to pollinating the forest. So I have now plethora of different daffodils everywhere, and they are coming up in our garden. But it's so important, right, to know what you need and when you need it. So yes, it could be a coffee. It could be creating that really nice environment by lighting a candle, or right, drinking more water, going for the walks, implementing some type of habits, whether it's a morning routine or afternoon routine, and understanding what helps you feel grounded and what helps you feel empowered. And Shay, it didn't just happen overnight, right? Because it also has to be sustainable. So just I would encourage everyone to try different things. For some, it could be listening to a podcast, or you're listening to like Audible book, right? Or dancing, singing, but be careful, in a shower in the morning, right? To feel empowered. So you got to figure it out. And to your point, when you're like, oh, it wasn't perfect, I wasn't consistent. I think we as human beings, we need to take it easy on ourselves, and knowing to give ourselves grace
yeah.
to, right, to knowing every day is not going to be perfect, but each day is a new opportunity to do something. So even if it's one thing, it doesn't have to be this hour routine, even something that takes 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I remember, I think you came to, whether it was the vision boarding workshop that I did,
Yes.
or the CEO Power Hour. Um, when you think about some of the strategies and practices that you learned from there that you were able to implement into your life or business, what was the most helpful that you are continuing, Shay?
Actually, that activity in itself felt very therapeutic for me because I, I have ADHD brain. I'm always like, my brain runs like 100 million like miles an hour. So for me to just sit and watch you talk and guide us through this activity was very therapeutic and calming and so unlike me. That in itself was helpful to
Yay.
disconnect. And that's exactly what I needed. And it made me focus more on my goals and like know exactly what I want out of life. And I think most people, when they do a vision board workshop, they find visuals of, you know, maybe more, I'd say most people, more materialistic things like what car, what vacation I want to go on, what house. I didn't. I thought it was about, I looked at other brands and I found a particular brand in one magazine that I was looking at, and I'm like, that it was more like business
Yeah.
oriented. I'm like, this is what I want for
Yeah.
myself. Like the way this brand grew from absolutely nothing to just having them become this massive inspiration is what I want. And it, like, at that moment, that's exactly what I focused on, as opposed to like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do for the future? What does my future plan look like? I finally like narrowed it down and focused on it, and it was very helpful for me.
Okay. Yeah. Amazing. And that's exactly kind of the I would say the goal of all these sessions is everyone has their own unique style, right? Of envisioning what their success looks like, but also it's their own success, and we all have our own definition of success. Maybe what you thought success is 10 years ago, it's not what you really
Yeah.
want, right? When you really dig deep on that deep level. So no, I was really proud of you that you're, and I know how, you know, you're such an active person, and this is why I think we really connected. But finding that, you know, that's exactly what you needed,
Mhm.
and listening to your heart and intuition, and look at you now you have this amazing business, new location that we'll
Thank
be celebrating very, very soon.
Yeah.
um, and oh yes, I wanted to extend invitation. So very, I believe in the next couple of days, everyone will be able to click and get into the CEO Power Hour, where we do that. We will look at the everything that's happening year to date. We'll focus on Q2, what the goals are, what actions you need to take in your business and your life to lead that harmonious business and life that it is aligned to the vision. So it's not just, you know, random thing, but it really has that sustainability and long-term sense as part
Looking
of your
forward to it. Yeah,
life
that's
vision.
amazing. I'm
So
definitely
I'll be
looking forward
sharing
to that.
about this soon. And
Yeah,
you need it, I know.
yeah, I
um,
do.
and then I was hoping that today you can give us a little sneak peek to your location or a couple. Yeah,
Yes. Location, I can tell you. New products,
I
I can talk
know.
about them, but I can't show them. I'm in Port Credit now in Mississauga, south of Mississauga, right by the lake, which is why I kind of brought up your whole walking routine by the water, because that's what I'll be doing
Yes,
here
it's beautiful.
once I move. And it's 167 Lakeshore Road East, Mississauga, main intersection here, Ontario and Lakeshore, right in kind of in the heart of Port Credit Village, which is so exciting.
Excellent.
And yeah, lots of new products. So while in transition of moving from one location to another, I also had to like come out with new products, new inventory, all brand new stuff that no one has ever seen. So it's been a whirlwind to say the least, but it's going to be so exciting. The store is going to be filled with such amazing, fun products that I hope people here in Port Credit and everywhere else will enjoy and love and bring back home and make them feel happy.
And they're so unique. Like I
Thank you.
know every time. So I went to this amazing retreat, and we had to bring our yoga mats. And it's somewhere in my gym bag downstairs. But your yoga mat with those flowers that I got from you, honestly, is such it's like a hero everywhere I go. It's everyone is asking, oh my goodness, right? So I'm hoping all these clients are coming to you because really you have such talented vision of the products that you create and like the pillows. And I know there is some new throws. I know, I don't know, you're showing us, but I know they are there
That's just
being
one new
made.
thing. There's so
Oh,
many
I
new
know.
things.
I know. I cannot wait to see it. But yeah, you're like this visionary, and like you have such beautiful design style and all your pinup stuff.
My favorite.
Your favorite, the
Thank you.
wallpaper. So I know you right? Are you going to show it to us today?
Accent walls, one is like right there. I can't even show it because it's so amazing and I'm dying to show it. I've been saying that, but no, I'm keeping absolutely everything as a surprise till the opening. And there's actually one part of the store no one will suspect what it is. I've been keeping it such a secret, but I'm hoping it'll blow people away.
Okay. Okay. No, I cannot wait I cannot wait to see everything. And are you doing anything from, I don't know, open house perspective or some special promotion you want to share with our audience?
Um, I'll open how well, my opening hopefully will be next week, hopefully
Yeah.
end of next week. What's that day? I'm hoping by the 5th at the most. I'll be open. It'll be a soft, quiet opening. I'm just gonna like literally keep my door open and see what happens because I'm nervous.
Okay.
But
Of
I'll
course.
definitely be open then, and there will be a grand opening hopefully in May. As for promotions, so far I have one promotion going on for the throws that I showed
Yes.
briefly, talked about briefly the other day, which is the customization option for those throws. I am not charging any extra for the customization, so you're able to have your own bespoke throw at the same price as the collection that I
Okay.
already carry.
Yeah.
So no extra for customization. And that is going on until probably the beginning of May. Yeah.
Okay. No, that's amazing. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. That sounds like an amazing offer. And Shay, anything else you would like to, before we close off? I know everybody's busy. It's Empowered Wednesday. It's middle of the week. And yeah, any final thoughts you wanted to share from your entrepreneurial journey? Any tips? Anything at
Yeah.
all?
I think you touched on it a little bit. I think a message that I always remind myself of, and hopefully others, is that be aware of the fear that you feel and try to ignore it and just move past it and forward because there's so much growth on the other side of fear and other side of comfort zone. Don't stay in your comfort zone. Once you feel like something is scary, you know it's right. So just do it and go with your heart despite the fear, despite the fear.
I love it. I love it. Do it anyway.
Do it anyway.
Do it
Yeah.
anyway. Yeah. Do it before you're ready, right? And I always, and I love what you just shared because, you know, I can't remember who said it, but I remember, you know, I was first doing this big workshop where it was, I had to be on stage. It was around 400 people and I was so nervous. And she said, just be afraid and do it afraid. And I said,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like accept for what it is, right? It's almost like now I'm reframing the fear that I feel. I'm reframing it is an excitement
Mm,
when I haven't done something yet.
mm,
So I don't see it as fear anymore. I see it as this new excitement because I've never done it before. So once you
mm.
reframe it, it's like, is that fear or is this weird
Yeah.
excitement
Yeah.
because I just have never done that before? So that's another way.
True.
And it's been working for
There
me,
you go.
right? It's being
Right.
comfortable with being uncomfortable.
100%. I
And
100% believe that. Yeah, you got
I
it. It's the
know
only way to grow. It's the only way to grow. How else are you going to grow? You won't.
no. No, that's why. Yeah, no, I absolutely love everything you're doing. I can't not wait to be celebrating with you next week. Congratulations on
Thank you.
your beautiful new location, Shay. And thank you so much for joining me today for the first series of Mindful Entrepreneur Talks. And yeah, I'm just so really proud of you and all of your success and accomplishment and your big, big heart.
appreciate you more than you know. Thank you for inviting me, and I can't wait to have you over. Maybe we'll have a live from here.
Oh my
You
gosh,
have a
let's
beautiful
do it.
heart too. I love you so
Yeah,
much.
I love you too. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next week.
Take care.
Okay,
Bye.
bye. Bye, everyone.